Hello everyone, I am Dr. Manzoor Samarek, eye specialist from Al Shifa Eye Hospital, Bahawalpur. Today I am going to discuss with you an important eye problem, eye disease, which is again glaucoma. Today we will discuss second most important type of glaucoma, which is narrow angle glaucoma. As the name is indicating, it is having narrow angle. Angle of the anterior chamber is narrow in these eyes. Say this was open angle, this is the cornea and this is the iris, and the angle between iris and the cornea is wide open. It is in open angle glaucoma, the angle is wide open. But in case of narrow angle, you can see this cornea and iris are very near together and there is narrowing of the angle between cornea and iris. So there is problem here at the level of the angle of the anterior chamber, and there is obstruction of aqueous outflow here because this narrowing of the angle. So the aqueous will accumulate behind in the anterior chamber here, in the posterior chamber, and just behind in the vitreous, in the back of the lens, which is the main jelly part of the eye, known as vitreous. So pressure of the aqueous, this will accumulate behind in the vitreous. So that pressure in the vitreous will lead to damage to the optic nerve behind. So in case of narrow angle glaucoma, the types of patients, the types of eyes will be usually smaller. These cases are actually having small eyes, hypermetropic eyes, and they may be using plus glasses. In contrast to open angle glaucoma, in that case, the people were myopes with having bigger eyes. But this category of people having narrow angle glaucoma are usually having small eyes. Small eyes having usually hypermetropic glasses, meaning plus glasses, and having narrow angle anatomically. So these are more prone to get the attacks. Moreover, this is also familial. There is more chance in those families having this type of narrow angle who are having small eyes in the family, and these may get this type of narrow angle glaucoma more common. And moreover, this occurs usually after the age of 40, and this is more common in females than male. So the attack of the narrow angle glaucoma leads to different signs and symptoms. Symptoms are the patient gets headache, blurry vision, he or she may get hollows around light, blurring of vision, and pain in the eye and headache. And these attacks come, and most of the time these subside. These attacks come and go. But after some times, this attack leads to acute attack of this acute congestive glaucoma, acute attack of narrow angle glaucoma. And when this attack gets acute, there is lot of pain in the eye, headache, nausea, vomiting, eye is red and watery, and cornea is cloudy, and pupil is bigger and round, oval. This is the shape of the eye when it is in acute attack. The cornea becomes muddy, vision becomes blurred, and angle between this and cornea and iris is very shallow. So, in acute attack, this condition is very painful, and usually patient succeeds to get some medical aid, and he may get some good treatment, and he can save his eyesight. So this is about the narrow angle. With the help of this pain, which is as a warning, push the patients to the doctor. So then treatment of this type of glaucoma is surgical. Initially we get the pressure low with the help of medicines. We give some pilocarpine eye drops to constrict the pupil, and we give acetazolamide to reduce the pressure of the eye, and then we can give glycerol by oral route, or sometimes we may need injection mannitol intravenous to reduce the pressure. And then after reducing the pressure, we may do laser iridotomy or laser iridectomy. As you can well imagine, the angle between the cornea and the iris is shallow, and the iris becomes anteriorly protruded. So we make a hole in the periphery of the iris here. In this way, we bypass this blockage over the pupillary area. So in this way, the aqueous will succeed to drain through this hole into the anterior chamber, and this attack will subside. So this is the iridectomy, surgical iridectomy done in the peripheral part of the iris here, you can see. So this is surgical iridectomy is the answer to the acute attack after reducing the intraocular pressure. And we can also get laser iridotomy without surgery. We can make a hole in the iris with the laser also. So the treatment is laser iridotomy, and second option is surgical iridectomy. And finally, if the pressure is reduced and if it is maintained and it is, we are successful, then it will help. But sometimes, many of the times, these acute attacks go on, and sometimes these attacks come and go and lead to chronic stage of the narrow angle. So that chronic stage of narrow angle leads to a stage just like in case of open angle glaucoma. In this chronic stage, the pressure will constantly remain high. There are changes in the angle and changes in the optic nerve also. Optic nerve gets cupped and pressure remains raised, and its chronic stage leads to slow and steady damage to the vision and optic nerve. So this chronic stage is again not treated as for acute attack, and iridectomy and iridotomy will not help. For that, we reduce the pressure with the medication, and then we do trabeculectomy for that. That is major procedure, which is trabeculectomy, and we make a bypass operation here, and in this way, this aqueous will go through this hole in the sclera in the subconjunctival space. So, in chronic stage, we will need trabeculectomy for cure of the glaucoma in chronic stage. So, but sometimes in case of acute attacks, if the patient could not get proper surgery, proper treatment, then in acute attacks, the vision may get damaged and patient may get blind. Or even in chronic stage, if he could not get the proper treatment, then the vision may again go to total loss. So these are the things that are actually important for knowledge of every person. that if there is any problem just like red eye and pain in the eye, one must get it checked by a doctor so that he may decide whether the red eye is due to other causes or the red eye and pain is due to glaucoma. If it is due to glaucoma, it should be treated well in time to save the vision. If it is converted into chronic stage, then chronic stage will need again reduction of the pressure, and after that it will need surgery. So these are the things that one must know and apply whenever needed. So one must consult one's doctor well in time to save one's vision so that we may not get that loss of vision. Hope you will enjoy this video. Thank you for listening.